Okay. So, okay, Mika, if you could please just shortly introduce yourself and what you've done in the past.
Okay, so I've done a BA in fashion design, and following that I've been cappuccino? Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, following on from that, I started going into production very quickly because basically it fitted around my family planning. So I did a lot of production from home actually, working with a colleague. So there was a pair of us, and we had a spare room in our house, and so we were doing very small runs. We were a little bit connected with Vivian Westwood and Peter Jensen, who's now sadly closed, and we did very small runs for them, like sample runs, or 2 or 3 or something, sometimes up to 10 of something, so we had a very small setup. And it grew very quickly to a place where we couldn't run it from our house anymore. And then we went to the London Apparel Resource Centre, which is also now closed down, and they were just in the process of opening their own sample room. They were a teaching facility. They were teaching cut skills to local people in Tottenham, and they were also wanting to it was more like a feasibility study of is UK-based production still possible. So we were asked to run their sample room, and we weren't allowed to take orders over 30, so it was only really for very small and up-and-coming designers that found it really hard to place their production anywhere else. And we worked with them, so then we took over their facility and managed that as employees at the time. And then a little bit of family planning came in my way again, and I had another child, and when I wanted to return to London Apparel Resource Centre, unfortunately I had run out of funding, and that wasn't any longer possible. But Middlesex University approached me if I wanted to teach on their fashion textiles course. So I did that for 3 years because it fitted around the family really well, and so I did that for 3 years or 2.5 years, teaching across all courses, all years, year 1, year 2, and year 3. So they did half of their time textiles and half of their time fashion, and I was the sole technician for the fashion arm. And then after that, I did my MA in design management. I just wanted to, have another step up. And I did an MA in design management at London College of Fashion, which then also still led me into production. So I did my final project also on UK manufacturing, where I designed a vertically integrated supply chain for Topshop at the time. And then I went back into the industry to work for Maria Schwab, and then Christopher Rayburn, and where I'm still now. I've also had a break with Rayburn, but I'm back now with him as well. I've had probably nearly 1.5 years out for more family planning, but that's hopefully done now, and I can carry on working and having my career. Yeah.
That's perfect.
But yeah, it's always been production roles that I've been doing, and production management.
Why is that?
Funnily enough, I just felt like it's 2 things. But first of all, because I like the progression in production management. Design can sometimes be really frustrating for me because people often change their minds, and they develop things and then they don't come into fruition, and it goes back and forth, or you design something and then the head designer doesn't like it and they reject it, and so a lot of work goes into design that is actually wasted time, whereas in production you look for progress, it's like you push your soldiers forward all the time to progress and get the production in-house. Everything is finalized. The product is finalized. The numbers are finalized. You know how many you're going to be making.